Evening by Lieutenant Colonel Dermot Quinn from the State Police, Chief Spinney from the Chelmsford Police Department, Deputy Chief Chronopoulos from the Tingsboro Police Department, and my Chief of Homicide, Adrian Lynch. What we know at this point is about 8:36 on Saturday evening, a Tingsboro police officer encountered the suspect vehicle in Tingsboro. He attempted to make a traffic stop. That suspect vehicle fled at that point. The officer followed him for some period of time until he reached near the Chelmsford line. He broke off that pursuit. As the vehicle entered Chelmsford on Route 40, a Chelmsford police officer who happened to be working a detail in that area began to try to make that stop. The suspect vehicle drove into the parking lot of the Sully's ice cream stand. The Chelmsford police officer approached that suspect vehicle. As he did so, the suspect began to back up out of the Sully's parking lot, catching this Chelmsford officer with the door of the car, dragging him. That Chelmsford officer struck a cruiser with his body that was already there, causing damage both to himself and to that cruiser. He was being dragged between those two cars. The Tingsboro police officer, who had also arrived at the parking lot, exited his cruiser, was coming along the side, the passenger side of the suspect vehicle, fearing for the safety of the Chelmsford officer as he was being dragged by the car heading back out onto the road. The Tingsboro officer discharged his firearm twice, striking the suspect. That individual was med-flighted to a Boston hospital. He is in very grave condition at that hospital. We know that suspect to be a 27-year-old Tingsboro man. The Chelmsford officer, who sustained injuries to his arm, his back, and other torso injuries, has been treated at a local hospital and released. According to protocol, the Tingsboro officer who discharged his firearm has been placed on administrative leave. We believe at this point that there is no further danger to the Chelmsford community. The incident is over at this point, and we will have additional information for you in the morning. I'll take your questions, but we don't have a lot more information.
The reason for the traffic stop?
We don't. That's part of the investigation right now.
Did this particular suspect have any known priors?
That's obviously not something we'll be talking about at this point. Anything else? Thank you, guys.